Shrines are a huge and crucial part of Breath of the Wild, but I don't want to see them in the sequel. And I don't think that we will either. Hello there guys, I'm Nintera and I make a bunch of Legend of Zelda content, so if you're into that, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's get into the video. In a video that I uploaded 2 weeks ago, I talked a little bit about how I don't want to see shrines come back in Breath of the Wild 2. And today I wanted to dive into that opinion a little bit more. First, I want to talk about 3 reasons why I personally don't want to see the shrines come back, and then I want to talk about 2 reasons why I definitely think that they won't. Reason number 1 why I don't want the Sheikah shrines to come back is the beeping from the Sheikah slate every time you get near one. I know, I see it! Really, the first reason is that there were just so many of them. And honestly, the joy of finding a new one kind of faded after a while. Each one was like a tiny individual puzzle, but I think that those same really unique puzzle ideas could be mashed together into long, full-length dungeons. Reason number 2 is that they all just have the same design. They have the same aesthetic, the same music that plays throughout them, and it gets old after a little while. A lot of the fun of dungeons in previous Zelda games is just how diverse they were. They all had their own theme, both in terms of the aesthetic and the music that played while you were in them. And every time I found a Test of Strength one, I wanted to cry. Reason number 3 is that they were just so similar to the Divine Beasts. Shrines sort of acted as mini dungeons, with Divine Beasts being the main dungeons, but they were all so similar to each other. Make the inside of the Divine Beast a little darker and bluer, boom! Just a big shrine. With the overworld being so diverse and interesting, I really hope that we get to explore some locations that weren't built by the Sheikah. So those are just some opinions of mine about how I feel about the shrines from Breath of the Wild. Don't get me wrong, Breath of the Wild is an amazing game, and I've gotten hours and hours of enjoyment out of it in the 4 years that it's been released. But now I want to talk about some story reasons that I don't believe the shrines will come back. The first reason that I think it wouldn't make sense to bring the shrines back is that the shrines acted as trials for Link. Link had been sleeping in the Shrine of Resurrection for 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild, and when he awoke, the Sheikah had set out a trial for him to prove that he was still worthy to be the hero and could go help Zelda defeat Ganon. The shrines functioned as a test or trial to make sure that Link was ready for the responsibility of defeating Calamity Ganon, and they were designed by people that were allies of his, not people that actually wanted to hurt him. And since we're playing the same Link that we played in Breath of the Wild, he no longer needs to prove himself to the Sheikah. He already defeated Calamity Ganon. They probably trust him on this one. I mean, he's already saved Hyrule once. And the second and last reason why I don't believe logically it makes sense for the shrines to come back is that we're playing the same Link in the same world, and canonically he's already completed all of them. It would make no sense for him to go back and do them again. Also, in this shot from the teaser for Breath of the Wild 2, there isn't a Sheikah Tower or Sheikah Shrine in sight. So maybe all the Sheikah constructions have been destroyed just to be safe. So what do you guys think? How do you feel about the shrines from Breath of the Wild, and would you like to see more of them in the sequel or maybe in another future Zelda game? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you want to support what I'm doing here, go ahead and like this video. And if you want to see more Legend of Zelda content from me in the future, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my uploads. As always, I upload videos every single Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!